talking about some of the major things happening right there. But coming to the Abuja Network Studio, we'll surely be taking a look at another major issue of security and the proliferation of arms in the country. And joining us this morning to look at that is Ambassador Dr. Tuba Adejare Riwan Adegberu, who is the Acting Director General of NASCOM. It's a pleasure to have you this morning.
Good morning.
Okay. A lot when you talk about arms, definitely one that really comes to mind is the fact that we've seen cases during the election period. We have arms, you have seen so many young people carrying arms and stuff like that. And we feel your organization have not really been able to do anything in that regard. Tell us what this organization is about. What have you been able to achieve?
Well, thank you. Good morning. National Commission is on proliferation of small arms, light weapon, ammunition, and chemical weapons. Initially, we were 13 years ago, we were NATFOS, which was under the presidency then. Then in 2006, the ECOWAS Convention Treaty, which was signed by all the ECOWAS states, signed the treaty that they need a commission. So we approached the Ninth Assembly, disbanded for, because you can't have two of the same thing at once. So things wanted to have a commission, which they did pass. The upper and lower passed, but it was during the end of General Barre's regime, and it wasn't assented to. Yes, but when we were not forced in being fully operational, we were doing a lot of arrests in conjunction with the police. As was pure intelligence, which we carry the police and hand the gun to the police for further what doing. Then we also found out that a lot of these arms were, because of our porous border, they're still small, and it gets back into the system. So now, as we speak, we are in every single state and FCT. We are 270,000 people, personnel. In Nigeria today, is only the police force that is bigger than us. Yeah. So what we are waiting is for the assent from the president. Also, there's a current bill which is before the house, and that's the bill we've been that wasn't accepted to, and now there's an amendment bill which had some other things we needed to add it in the bill. So going forward, basically, this is what NATCOM is about. You know, it is so funny that when you look at the Nigerian struggle, since 1999 till date, there hasn't been no eviction, convicted person, arrested person. Nobody has been brought to book. With the large amount of ammunition and light weapons in Nigeria, it is a terrible fact, but this is the honest truth about it. Because when we look at it, it is notable Nigerians people too, and people too are in government. Because I don't see, it doesn't add up to me that you have all this influx and we cannot. But you know the reading of this.
That's the worrisome for me.
Yes.
You just hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
You have people who are involved in this proliferation
Yes.
of arms and the corridors of power.
Yes.
Does that not make NATCOM a toothless bulldog?
Of course, this is why it is essential that the government has to empower, because we don't have enough personnel in the total security architect. And this present government, led by Asiwaju Bola Tinubu Ahmed, who is like I've known him since I was 16 years. Remember, my grandfather, Pa Alfredo Werner, died by a bullet. He was assassinated for funding NADECO. And Asiwaju Bola Tinubu Ahmed was like his son. And today, people say that I should be afraid. Why am I trying to do these people who attack me? I said, I don't give two monkeys. I'm sorry, I'm a very direct person. I know that upon the assent or the executive order, whichever comes through, I am going to bring people into books.
But the fact remains that we are struggling to survive in this country.
Yes.
There's so much debt. The government is borrowing to meet up with the responsibility. Can we be able to add another special forces to what we currently have?
Well, currently we are part of ECOWAS treaty. Okay. We are a donor agency. We even put part of our revenue, 25% of it, goes to the federal government, IGR. So it is not costing, the president, I can't hear you. It's not costing the government of the day a single dime. And also, it will eradicate the youth for employment. It will be one thing that we find out through intelligence. People are no more buying arms. It has gotten to the stage that they are renting. So we're just sitting on top of a keg of bomb. But it is worrisome to me that I don't see why Nigerians are not embracing this the way they should embrace it. We are trying to help. And because of the belief I personally have for our NSA, who is the one that sees the security architect, yeah, he needs to embrace us because he knows, from what he accomplished. You remember, he was a successful policeman. Secondly, he was the first EFCC chairman, which he did well, and they tried to assassinate him. Thirdly, he ran for presidency. So this is three qualities that he has in one. For him to understand, and it is good that our president put him there, because I'm very proud that they put somebody that is knowledgeable about the three tiers of the problems in Nigeria.
We don't have much time on our hands,
Yeah.
but the fact remains that there are so many people parading themselves as DG, acting DG of the commission.
Yeah.
What do you make of this? Because as I'm talking about, what do you make of this?
Well, I would like to point this out straight. There's only one acting DG, duly elected and recognized, and that is Ambassador Dr. Otumba Adejare Rewane Adegberon. Like corruption.
Yeah.
When you're fighting corruption, corruption fights you back. So they try and back people like the ex-DG, Dr. Baba Mohammed, whatever he's called. He has a lot of issues on ground with the security architect for all the ill doings he has been doing. I would kindly advise that he should go and face the security issues that he has. And there's another person claiming to be interim. Have you ever heard of a president traveling, and when he gets back, the VP says it's not? It's very impossible, So they only recognize, and people should not be fooled. And they should look at it that NATCOM only has one acting director general, which is me, and I'm chasing the bill, which is already in the House. He has been in the House since. Even the amended one, it is me that is doing it. So Nigerians should be careful of such people and such manners, because you endanger yourself. If there's anything that you see that is not from acting DG Adejare Adigberu, do not go near it, because you will serve, the law will come against you.
Just before we let you go,
Yes.
what should Nigerians be expected going forward, especially when it comes to these arm issues?
See, if the president or makes it an executive order, one would bring the smuggling of illegal arms to the barest minimum. We have done it in the past, and now we can do it again. And also, should be patient. The youth we will employ and make sure they are up to standard. We have to, it's not seizing ammunition and weapons. You have to now, when you take that, you now have to now take the position of reorientating them back to society, or teach them in their field, because we have a lot of things that we are doing that we can teach that can now be their expertise, which was more like the Niger Delta program, which
okay, and that's good that we've got time already. We can still have you another time. We can still talk extensively, because this is a very crucial issue,
yes,
especially when you look at the evolving population of Nigeria. White population of must be big, but we can't much of that. Talking with Ambassador Dr. Tumba, who is the acting director general the NATCOP right here this morning, and that's of the package network studio. Handing over to Daniel right there from the Benin network. Daniel, I know time not really our friend, but it has been an interesting expose talking about so many issues.